just
Okay,
got sorted
good.
out. Hello, everybody.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome. We just got sorted out here. I forgot to move my chair, and I forgot that I like to have a little hole to put my feet in when we do really long live streams. And so I had boxes I had a box I had to move. I'm exceptionally lazy when we do these long live streams. Hi Brittany. I have to what do I call
Hi,
that? I have
Brittany.
to relax.
We'll go for it.
um
I haven't figured out a way to relax any more than any other time when I'm streaming. So,
well,
um,
I usually have it's a rolling stool that I sit on
yeah,
because it's easier to work in some respects.
right.
Uh but when we're going to sit here all day, I can't sit on that stool. It's
Yeah,
too hard.
yeah.
It's too hard on my bum.
I bet. Well, I do
Yeah.
have a nice soft chair.
Yeah.
And so my bum doesn't usually bother me, but my head sometimes my back will start, you know.
Yeah. Well, and that's it too, because the stool doesn't have a back.
Yeah.
So Brittany, how did it go going back to work? Because didn't she have to go back to work this week?
She did, but she's working from home, so that helps.
Yeah. I've got this
It's still going to
list.
be hard, but
Teresa has had hi Crafty. Um, hmm. Huh. Do you know who that is, Lisa?
I
Welcome,
can't
welcome.
remember. I think I have heard a name, but I don't have my list. I need a new
But
list.
yeah, okay. Well, I need to get Jeff to update our list too. I don't think she's on our list. So, uh,
Can you give us a name, please?
would
We
you?
really
Would
like
you?
to call you by name.
Yeah, we will if we can remember. That's our problem. It's Dawn. Okay, Dawn. I'm going to write it down. See, I write it on this little list, and then we have
Okay,
to look at the
Dawn.
list.
Well, we're
Hmm.
glad you're here, Dawn.
We're glad you're here. Welcome. I think it's done. Oh, Brittany said she was done. It's good. She's working from home, so it's not too bad. I decided not to take my full 1 hour lunch break and just take breaks as I need it. Well, that's a
I think
work.
that's smart.
Yeah.
Um, Hold on, I'm gonna mute. Y'all go ahead.
Okay. Um, I'm writing, guys, so I can't do two things at once. Oh, well, Dawn, this is um, this is our birthday live stream. We're both of our channels. Hi, Teresa, honey. I'm sorry we're gonna miss you, but I hope it's working out. Okay, I can't reach up there with this chair. That doesn't work very well. Yeah. Okay, so that's not going back up there. I'll put it right there. Um, Teresa has had some family things come up, so she's not going to get to stream with us. But Beth will be here later this afternoon. Jane Peter and Jamie, APG Jamie, and Barbara will all be here tomorrow, unless Jamie messages me and wants to come on today. She originally could have come that day, but I didn't. She decided not to until tomorrow. Yeah, Lisa's first video was January 2nd, 2018. And my first video was January 7th, 2018. So that gives, we were both, and we didn't know each other at all. We met, we're not really sure whose channel chat we were in that we met, or what we started doing that we met. Um, but
But we're just glad we did.
yeah, we're just really glad we did. Uh, I actually got to go and meet Lisa in Texas a while back. What was that?
Oh, when he won?
2021, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was
2020.
before Darren passed away.
Yeah, it was before Darren passed. Um, actually,
Or maybe it was 2020
no,
before you had to
2020
go
was
home early.
no 2020 was 2020 was when COVID hit.
Well, I know that, but I was thinking it might have been before you had to go back home early.
No,
But so 2021 then.
yeah, and then in 2022 we had to go back home early. That's when we broke the windshield.
Yeah. Well, I knew you went back home early in 2020 also
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
because of
2020.
COVID. And
Yeah,
so,
2020. We didn't even get out hardly on the road. We were in Alabama getting something done,
oh
and had to
yeah,
come around.
yeah.
So, yeah, we didn't get any trips in 2020. We had gone to Wetumpka for a night or two, and then we went up to Red Bay, Alabama, to have some work done on the camper, some stuff we wanted done, not a bunch of bad repairs like sometimes, and then the world started to shut down, and you couldn't. They were closing the rest areas and things like that, and we booked it straight from Red Bay to home, which we don't usually do. We usually um, make a stop on the way, not because we can't, but because we just don't like to drive that far.
Oh,
So,
I'm sorry. I hadn't said hi to Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Happy
oh yes,
birthday 2 days ago.
oh that's right. Her birthday was 2 days ago. Happy birthday,
It
Teresa.
was.
Yeah. So,
I love Texas too, Dawn. Um, of course, it's the only place I've ever lived, but and where I live is not, the prettiest part of Texas, but we do have weather. We get
oh
everything except hurricanes.
well, yeah.
But we're always, most of the time we have sunshine. I like that, but we don't get enough rain. That's the thing we don't get enough of. But anyway, but I'm glad I live here. Oh, you're going to work on
Well,
the cookbook first.
I want
You
to
know,
get it done.
that's the one thing I didn't pull out. I was looking for things and I was pulling out stuff and I kept thinking there was something Tanya talked about working on
Hmm.
and I couldn't think of what that's what it was. It was the cookbook.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
maybe I'll get it out tomorrow, maybe I won't. I've got more than 8 things here already, so
oh well, I have so many things, but I'm try I'm I have piles all over the dining room table again. So
yeah,
um
yeah.
and guys, we sort of planned this stream differently than in the past. Those of you who've been with us in the past, we've done a full 24-hour live stream, and the last time just about killed the two of us. So it was suggested by Andrea. It's a function of light, and that we do 2 days and do like 2 12-hour days. So that's what we're doing. We'll be here from 8 this morning to 8 tonight, and then again tomorrow, 8 to 8. But we switch channels every 3 hours. And we do that for two reasons. One, it lets the other person have to be responsible for the
Yeah,
clear.
there you go. And
And
that's kind of
two,
important reason. It really is.
it really is. It,
It
it
gets
lets you,
tiring to try to think of everything all the time.
right, to be paying attention to all the different parts and pieces that we have to pay attention to. So then the other thing we're going to do, the other reason we do that is because it uploads faster to YouTube, and because doing like a full 24 hours is likely going to cause some glitches in how it uploads. So we will switch back to Lisa's channel at what, 11? Is that how I figured it? 11.
Yes, at 11.
And then mine at 2, and then Lisa's at 7. And then tomorrow we start on Lisa's channel at 8 a.m. So that's what you have to really pay attention to, is that tomorrow morning we'll be at Lisa's channel at 8 o'clock. So that's the thing. But we're going to do UFOs. we're going to finish projects. So let me make Lisa big, and she can tell you what she's going to finish first or work on. It's not finished, it's about working on it, right?
I'm not sure what I'm going to work on first, to be honest. I've got
Oh,
7 or 8 different little project baskets set up here. But then I've
okay.
also got these 3 journals that need to be worked in.
Okay.
I may start with this one because I have
Mhm.
an idea of what I'm going to put in here. But the first thing I want to do is show y'all some things that Hannah's been working on.
Ooh, okay.
She she's made some stickers out of some of her artwork. So she scanned them in and she printed them off as stickers. This is one of her newest ones.
Oh, how cool. I love that.
Me
That's
too.
just
Me
very,
too.
you know, oh,
Some of these have to do with D&D characters. So,
yeah.
you know, but I really think this one and
I was
this
gonna
one are
say
really good.
she's an amazing artist.
She is. She is. Huh?
Those are my favorites too.
Those are her favorites too.
Okay, that looks like
Dragon's
the
eye.
dragon's eye. Okay. I
And then
love
there's
it.
the human's eye. so,
Ooh, I love it. Uh-huh.
so anyway, I think they're all wonderful.
I
But
do too. They're
she was
awesome.
gonna put them on her computer and
My pastel box.
oh, her pastel box or both.
No.
Are all these going on the pastel box?
Well, see, here's the problem. I made too many along with the ones I've been saving for it, so I'm not sure exactly where everything's
Okay.
going.
Anyway, she's gonna put them on her box of pastels and maybe some other things, but she's finally figured out how to scan things in so she can print them off like this. So yay!
Aha. Yay.
Thanks for holding off on that till I could show everybody.
Yeah, because we like seeing them, Hannah.
Tanya says thanks. She likes to see them that they're good.
Oh, I forget that you have me in your earbud.
Yeah, she can't hear you. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, there are several things I've thought about. This is just, I think, an art journal. Period.
Okay.
Okay, maybe this is the one I was going to do it in. Just a second. Oh, yeah, I was going to finish this one first because I need to put just background stuff down on it, just junk,
Uh-huh.
so that I can work in it.
Yep.
But it's also just going to be an art journal. There are some things I did like this and this that I don't like at all that I've got to redo.
Uh-huh.
And then there's,
Just
I
put
was
some
just
more paint.
playing.
Just put some more paint over it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I really do like that one. I like the way
Yep.
that one turned out, but it needs words. And I
Mhm.
really love this one. So, so I do want to do that one. And then this one, I've got every once in a while, I've got a page like this.
Oh,
And
uh-huh.
everywhere else, I've taken out some of it and put in some regular paper. But then I've got these pages that are like this. And I haven't decided what I want to do in this book yet. But I thought it would be, as a theme or anything like that. But I thought it would be fun to take these pages. And I don't know how many of y'all watch Nick the Booksmith, but she makes these things. She's made them for several years. She calls them raggeties.
Mm-hmm.
But what they are, it's like a stiff piece of card that she's glued paper strategically on that she can put inside a journal. And when you close it up, it looks like there's bits of receipts and bits of stuff sticking out.
Sticking out.
But then you
Mhm.
can take them back out. But I
Mhm.
thought it would be fun just to do a few pages like that in this journal, so it looks really,
So that's sticking out in the journal.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, so I thought I would do that with this one. So those are probably the first 2 things I'm going to work on.
Mhm.
And then I've got this journal that I made out of a photo album, but I've done this one page and then this page, and that's it. But what I did was take off everything except the explanation part and add a
Mm-hmm.
different piece of paper. Oh, well, I did that
Right.
one too.
Hi,
Um,
Joy.
but literally, it's, needs to be used. So that one I don't know that I'll work in while we're doing this, but I really like it. I like the look of it, the cover. I like everything about it. I don't know why I don't work in it. So
Yeah, because
um,
we don't have enough time for all the things we really want to do.
that's true. That's true. It's a shame, but it's the truth.
Mm-hmm. So,
Anyway, so there you go.
so
Now you
that's the
can
three
show us
things
what you're gonna.
that's the
That's
three
what I'm gonna.
things start with.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Did you want me to show all the things or just what I'm
No,
starting
no,
with?
just what you're going to start with, because
Okay.
I'm just going to show this one for right now, because my others are in the other room. There's not enough room right here beside me to keep them all. So I just have my pile for this project, and then I have, stuff in the other room. This is a cookbook journal that Lisa and I started ours together, and Lisa finished hers, and mine got this far.
Hi
So,
Joyce. No, I didn't finish mine.
oh, you didn't finish yours. Okay.
No, I didn't finish it. I just didn't think to get it out when I was getting other stuff out. It's the
Oh,
Christmas
okay.
journal
Well,
that I
it's the
finished and you didn't.
Christmas journals that she finished, and I don't have mine finished yet. Anyways, I got some pages in here, and I've got, some decorated pages and some plain pages and that kind of thing. Um, this is meant to be an actual journal that can be, written in, whatever, kept stuff in. These actually came out of a cookbook I had when I was young. And so this, actually, I think this cookbook is, but it was, ugly, so I covered it. Anyways, I'm going to work in this, and because to me, it's not really quite done. It's kind of still, it's, empty. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at the stuff
Okay.
I've got, and then
Mommy, if you
I
guys
know that
want to
these
put them out.
uh,
Okay.
these what do you call these recipe cards? I want to put some, I've got some more, and I want to put some more in here. Um, so anyways, that's what I'm going to work on this morning, is trying to figure out. So I made some cards, but I need to try to figure out some more stuff to go in here, because I think it's just a little empty. Oh, it looks like apparently this piece, this page decided it was going to tear. Don't know why, but it's
It
torn.
wanted more attention.
It wanted more attention, so maybe I'll do something to it and fold it and put it in here, because that way it will look like it belongs here. Hi, people came in while I wasn't looking. Jeannie, hi, Jeannie, and
Susan. Hey.
Susan, thank you. Jeannie and Susan.
We're
Hello
glad
to
you're
both
here.
of you. Yep, we're very glad you guys are here. So that's kind of cool that it's torn like that, though. But I think we need to decorate it before we put it back in there somewhere. Anyhow, I had I found some more of those kinds of index card things, and this one has some recipe cards in it. So I thought I'd put a few of these in to, jazz it up a little. This one actually has a recipe on it, so I think we'll put it in there because it's kind of cool. And I'm not going to ink everything, just simply because I don't think everything needs inked. These are old enough that they're kind of the paper of them is aged already, is what I'm trying to say. So
I have had like 3 or 4 boxes that I had that were called scrap boxes. But there's all kinds of stuff in them, not just scraps.
Oh,
Like there was, tag bases and, um, just pockets and stuff like that. Things that weren't necessarily finished
yeah,
to go in a journal, but they weren't scraps
of paper.
And so
Uh-huh.
I spent like an hour yesterday going through my all those scraps and separating them into what was paper scraps and what was other stuff.
Uh-huh.
And so this morning I could pull out some paper scraps without having to dig quite as far.
Well, I have some bins that I have to go through, but I have started to keep just enough to put in. I have a little tiny plastic drawer, and that's about what I've decided I'm going to keep. So,
Well,
this
I'm
is
gonna
not.
use as many up as I can today and tomorrow, and then I'm gonna rethink my scrap storage.
There you go. Um, that didn't. These cards didn't weren't nice when they stuck out. I didn't like how they stuck out. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to put a couple of them, one in maybe each of these little envelopey things, so that there's something in there. And then some of these. Anyway, so what's everybody else have been getting to do today? I should say getting to do. You don't have to, we don't all have to, not a lot we have to do anymore. I don't know. There's a lot I have to do, I guess.
Well, a lot of it feels like have tos, but I mean, they're choices you make, but they're
That's
still have
right.
tos.
Right.
You
Their
choose to
choices.
help your mom, but
Right.
so it feels like it, but it feels more like I have to because you
Yeah,
can't
someday.
imagine not choosing to do that,
Yeah, I can't imagine not choosing to do it, but it does feel like I have to. I guess it's all in the attitude you take towards it, and yeah, and a lot of days it feels like I have to. Okay, so why can't I see the thing? Okay. Ugh. I thought I've got two pairs of glasses on top of my head, guys, and I can't. It's like, okay, which one is which one's up there?
Which one do I need?
Yeah, which
Okay, I'm
one do
just
I
going to
need?
show you all a little bit of the different kinds of things I've got in this book, so you can see that while I'm choosing weird stuff, um it's been weirder.
It's been weirder. So that's a napkin. I can tell you
Yeah.
that right there.
Yeah, I've got a few napkins. Well, there's some more pages that didn't get done in here. A math book and a music book. Okay. Anyway, I'm just going to work throwing scraps into this book and
Just whatever happens along, huh?
yeah, don't make me big or
Oh,
unmake me big or however you want me to say it.
uh-huh. Make you little again. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that these had little mice on them. I didn't this picture, I didn't pay attention. It just had
Oh, I see on
words
the jar.
and on the jar has little mice, and the other ones are all little mice too.
That's cool.
Yeah. So um I'm trying to get out a couple of each one.
That didn't
So
work.
that because this little mouth this little my okay, the creature on this thing is breathing fire. Okay, creature on that thing's breathing fire. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay, what else is in here? Oh, this one has a cupcake. Okay. Okay, that's, oh, I guess I need a second cupcake. There, that's probably enough in cards unless I come across something else. So, and I have some fair number of pockets, but I think it needs more pages is what I think it needs.
It's funny
Maybe.
when we first started talking about this,
Uh-huh.
and I was thinking I don't have that many, unfinished objects that I need to work on.
Uh-huh.
And then I started thinking about the abandoned objects. And I was like, okay, I do have quite a few. If I look at those, I've got a bunch.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the thing. I have so many. And then I have projects piled up in baskets that I haven't started. So I hope, guys, that we have said hello to everybody. Oh, look at this, how this I think this has happened since I put this in this book. Oh, you can't see it. It's not in the camera. So this,
yeah.
okay, well, this page has ink on it. And my guess is it was still damp and it bled into this page.
Right.
Which I really
That's
like.
cool.
I think that's,
yeah,
I like it. Okay, so there's a couple in there already. Okay. Yeah, we need some more pages in here and some more decorated pages for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have a new
I'm using
tool.
my cookbook, which I still haven't finished. I could go out and try to find it, but
oh, that's all right. You don't need
I'm
to
not
go
going
find
to
it.
right now.
No.
I don't think I'll run out of things to do without it, but but I'm using it to hold a bunch of handwritten recipes by me or ones that people gave me that I don't actually use anymore most of the time, but that it's kind of like a memory cookbook, I guess, as much as anything.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I think we will put one of each of these into this thing for now. You know, it might be easier if I took these out of this. If I took the pages out of the book, but sometimes it's hard telling. Okay, we need some more pages, though, I think.
I'm wondering if I should try to get closer.
What to what?
To what, down a little to what I'm doing. What do you think? I'm having trouble because my light is shining just right where it's on my screen weird, and so I can't really tell how it looks unclear to me. Is my screen unclear, or is
Oh, well, I can't see my screen very well. I can't really read the text, but it's pretty darn close that it's text. So, and if you get too much closer, you're going to be like I was off screen.
Yeah, that's true. So, okay, I'm just going to leave it because I'll be jumping from thing to thing. And
yeah, I mean, if we really need to see something, we'll ask you, I think.
All right, that works for me.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to set this aside and see if I can find some papers. I have a big old tub here of stuff. I just have to figure out what I have that I can turn into pages, because I think that's what I want to do, is turn it into pages. Oh, but because see, I got a bunch more cards. I got enough in the recipe cards. Oh, I found these too. I want to put one or two of those in. Actually have pages of recipes. Okay.
Nope, sounds like you're all set.
Except there's no paper in here to make pages. That's interesting. Okay. So we got to find something to make some pages. Let's put a couple of those in.
Just sitting here talking to my muted microphone.
Uh-oh. You muted and then
I talked, and it
and
didn't
then
work out so well.
Okay. Well, I've got some creamy colored paper. This is just creamy colored, what do we call this? Copy paper. Copy paper. So maybe I'll get some of it. Oh, I was sitting in the eye doctor's office with Mom. I don't remember what day this week, but one day this week I was sitting there. And I'm sitting there and I'm telling her about a little incident going home from her place where I got passed by like 8 police officers. And then the fire trucks, and it was a big deal. I mean, every time I moved down the road, I had to move over again. And I had to, at one point, there's a place on the road that it's really narrow, and the cop was behind us and he was trying to move through, and I'm like, okay, my car can climb a curb. So I climbed the curb. I sat for 5 minutes and couldn't remember the word curb. Like, oh no, this is not happening. So, okay, let's
Sometimes you wish you had the excuse of being a non-English speaker, don't you?
yes,
Because it feels so stupid not to be able to remember the number. I mean, the
like
word you're thinking of.
I was like, good grief. Okay, these are just 11. So half of 11 is 5.5. And yesterday, of all days, not yesterday, day before yesterday, I put away the 3-hole punch. And it's buried. So I'm going to have to punch these by hand, I think. Because I am too lazy to go dig out the 3-hole punch. Yep.
Well, it's okay. It's a kind of a retro journal, so we'll just use retro methods.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Oh, my eyes are. And
I'm having trouble with mine, but that's not unusual.
Well, it's not normal for me. I'm getting this crackling, like glass broken thing in front of my eyes that I usually only get with migraines, and that really scares me that I'm fixing to get a migraine.
Please don't.
I haven't done that in so long that
yeah.
But it's like looking at a mirror that's broken and the light is shining in those broken spaces. I don't know how to explain it better than that.
Well, auras is what it, Jeff got auras for years, but didn't get migraines, and now he gets migraines. So, and he had a wicked one yesterday. He crawled. He said he started at 4 o'clock in the morning, but he didn't get up and take any medicine. I'm like, ugh. But he was sleeping in the chair when Helen came to get me. And I was gone most of the day. Helen and I went shopping, so. But he had gotten up by the time I got back home. Okay, so I have these pages, and I'm going to decorate them up a little bit. And I have...
Is chat moving for you? Chat has not moved in a long
No, hasn't moved.
Okay.
But,
I
you
just
know...
worried that I was, having issues besides my eyes.
No, we have about 8 people here, so they're just, kind of busy. Okay, so these I got somewhere. Don't ask me where I got them. And they're just little stickery things, but I thought they would be cute as page decorations. So, and there's 4 different ones, so that will be cute. I'll just use 4 of them. What?
My fingers are not working so well either.
Okay, our eyeballs are not working and our fingers are not working. This is not a good start for the morning, Lisa.
I know.
Okay, and I need a
And it's not like I never do anything this time of day because, or I usually get up later or anything like that. It's just, I don't know.
These are sticky guys, but I'm going to put glue on them anyways. I know that they will not really stick good if I don't glue them, so. Oh, those are 2 that are the same. Oh, well. That's all right.
Made just enough room here to put my stuff down and not enough room for my glue book.
Uh-oh.
I think I need to bring another table in here, but it's sure going to be a hassle to have to move it whenever I take Sparrow outside.
Oh, dear.
I got to think about that.
Well, it's always under construction. I keep moving stuff around in my studio.
Yeah.
I keep moving stuff around at in the house. I have started getting rid of stuff, except that Jeffrey asked me what exploded in the spare bedroom. Yeah, he came in and he goes, "What exploded in the spare bedroom?" And I said, "Well, I was cleaning." I was actually cleaning, Jeff. I was cleaning.
You weren't using Dana's method, were you?
I was, but I had opened a cupboard and taken out a box, and I did get rid of an entire box, or I shouldn't. I didn't get rid of an entire box of stuff, but I did take care of an entire box of stuff between the garbage can and the donate box and homing things where they belonged.
Yeah.
I took care of an entire box of stuff. So that was good. But the cupboard itself, hi Deborah. The cupboard itself
Hi Deborah.
is exploded and out on the bed. So, it's to go back and take care of more. Yeah.
That's what I meant when I said you weren't using Dana's method.
It was not supposed to, yeah. Could have shoved it all back in the cabinet, but that is, if it's out on the bed already, nobody's gonna know.
Yeah.
So these look kind of too unmessy. So I'm gonna mess them up a little. They just looked too stuck on there.
Yeah. Well, you don't want them to look too stuck on there. We don't want
Yeah,
too
yeah.
anything.
No, they were just they're too plain on there. So
Deborah says, I will be here probably most of the day in lurk mode. I have you on my TV. If you need anything, give a shout. It may take a few minutes, but I'll get on my computer if I need to. Okay, thanks, Deborah.
okay. Thanks, Deborah. And do realize that we're going back and forth between Lisa's channel and my channel.
But only once every 3 hours. So.
Every 3 hours at 11, 2, and 5. Is that right? 11, 2, and 5, we'll switch channels. Okay. So we're glad you're here watching, maybe working. Okay, so those are kind of cool. They'll be okay pages. Okay.
Hi, Sophia.
Hi, Sophia.
She's gel plating. Woohoo! Cat twice. The cat wants to be creative. Don't you need footprints on your gel plate?
Our cat quit coming in.
You didn't have to clean it up.
Our cat quit coming into my studio when he walked in front of my torch.
Oh, goodness gracious, I bet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He had already managed to knock a bottle of bead release. It's like liquid clay on the floor when I wasn't in the room. And then he got up on that table when I was working and walked right in front of my torch.
Oh, gracious.
Singed hair, but luckily he didn't get that close. So it was,
I'm so glad.
Well, for one thing, my torch points up like this.
Oh, yeah.
So, by walking in front, he got too close. Yes. Hi. I said hi to Sophia, I think. Well, anyways, hi, Sophia. Anyways, he got a little, yeah, he got a little close. So.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. What?
That flower kind of goes perfect right there.
I was going to say it's really pretty with those other papers.
I'm going to ink it, though, because it doesn't really show up.
Yeah, Sophia, I was really glad he learned his lesson not to get up there. I have just had the most hilarious gel plate fail ever. Oh, no. Okay, now you're going to have to tell us what happened.
Yeah, we have inquiring minds.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so those 4 pages. Now I got some more pages. We got to have something else to decorate. Let's look at this stuff. I have all kinds of little odds and ends of scrappy stuff that I I got more. I got all these little cards that these are going to go in too. Those are index cards. Okay, let's get this stuff out.
She says, I was trying to do layered pictures. I do not do those, but I thought, why not? Inspired by Devin. And I did the final pull and collapsed laughing. trees with scribbles on them, and a delightful setting sun. So the trees are pulled with oranges and yellow and bright white sun right in the front.
Like literally a white circle in the middle of it all. Well, you know what? You could draw in that white circle. Maybe that would be okay. And oh, look at these that I got done. Okay, so I did do some things. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. Oh, these are pages. What are these for? What was I going to do with these? Huh. Maybe just use them as, you know, when you leave a project like this, you don't know what you were doing.
Yeah. I do know. I understand.
So
I am sure she did appreciate that. It is. Oh, I have a bird too.
okay.
I don't think he's gonna go in this book, at least not right at the moment. But he was in my scrap stuff. See, and even when I went through my scrap stuff, I missed him. So we'll put him aside and use him for something.
Yep. That's the way it works.
This weekend we'll use him.
Yeah, somehow. Okay, so I have this pile of stuff now. And I have these recipe cards that I was working on. And here are some plain recipe cards, which is fine because, you know, we don't have to decorate them all, but we want to decorate probably a few more of those. Okay, after looking at the recipe cards, now these look really plain. So I think I'll add a little bit of washi tape to these things.
That sounds like a plan.
To the stickers, because that way it'll tie them sort of together. There again, if I had just finished this when I was working on it the first time, I wouldn't be in this state. But okay, so I got two kinds of washi tape here, and I got some that might be cool to put on a, maybe I'll put that on a page too. All right. But if I just
I don't know if it's this parchment paper or if it's this book. This is very slick parchment paper.
Huh.
I'm not used to parchment. I think it's been waxed, and I'm not used to parchment paper that's been waxed.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least this, obviously. But this is some I found. Let me find it at Dollar Tree.
That was squares. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I thought, how handy is that?
Yeah.
I still had to cut them down, but in half. But that's way easier than ripping it off the roll and cutting it in half.
Yeah. And that's parchment, not deli.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Because my deli paper is cut in squares like that.
Yeah, mine is too, but it is, I haven't been able to get to my deli paper in a couple of years because of where it's located out in the studio.
Oh.
I still got so much stuff out there. It's embarrassing.
Okay. Well, so's my studio, but mine is. You can't see my hand, but if I was on top of Lisa's book, it's straight down right there because it's sitting on top of a box that's underneath my table. So, oh, how nice! This piece of washi tape matches the towel on this little thing.
Oh, that's good. See,
Uh-huh.
good choice. You know, I'm beginning to think that I'm not really in the mood to finish this.
Well, that is one reason why we get out more than one project, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Because, that is, you shouldn't work on something you're not really excited about working on.
The weird thing is I'm trying to decide why, and I think it's because my choice of scraps is really
It's
limited.
not making you happy. Hmm.
Yeah, and so I think I need to go out
Get
to
it.
the studio and get a different box of scraps and that's
Uh-huh.
still out there.
That can do it. Okay.
It wouldn't be that hard to do, I don't think, but I won't know till I go out there and try. So I'm going to glue this piece down, and then I'm going to go see if they're where I think they are.
Uh-huh.
I have moved stuff around trying to get other stuff out, and so I may have hidden them
Move.
behind other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, know that feeling. Okay. I have stuff piled. I should have cleaned up better, but I didn't. And I didn't even look at this. I just pulled that out and figured if I get to it, I get to it. If I can figure it out and finish it, cool. That's why I've got out multiple projects. I also got out things that aren't necessarily not finished, but things I have wanted to have time to do, like some more quilling things and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But
Well, I got out a couple of projects that barely had been started. But
mhm.
I planned them, but I never, and I got some papers out for them, but I never actually did them.
Uh-huh.
And one of those I really think I need for mental health reasons. And so
To
I'm going to work on one of those today
mhm.
too. But
Well, apparently I'm going to have serious eye issues today, so I'm going to excuse myself to the other table for a minute, see if I can find some of that fancy eye medicine.
alrighty. I need to be more smart about where I'm putting things on my magazine page so I can do more than a couple of things on there. I'm using it as a place to put
Oh,
my glue, on the papers.
yeah. And so you have to think about it. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So,
And I haven't been thinking about it. And then I've been like, okay, there's no spot to put this.
oh yeah, my eyes are really messed up today. I still have 3 tiny little itty bitty sample vials. After insurance, it would be $1,000 a month to buy this stuff. I said I
Oh my
can't do it.
goodness.
I cannot do it. And then the last one he gave me last time, the insurance won't even touch. So,
You know, it really shouldn't be the insurance's choice.
nope, it shouldn't.
That is one of those things that's really irritating. If they can
I
give you
agree.
an exact duplicate that's a generic, that's different. But just
Yep,
to say, no, we don't think you need this because it's too expensive, that shouldn't be
yep.
their choice.
I
That's why
agree
you
with
have a
you.
doctor, not just a pharmacist.
Well, the other thing is the doctor should look at the fact that, just because it's a brand new medicine doesn't mean that it's um
A miracle.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this works, but it doesn't work that well. No, that's not the one I need. And most days eye drops work. But today just happens to be one of those days where it's not.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
it's
Sophia just got a good pull after that other one.
yay. Thank you, Sophia. It's not um it's because my eyes are so dry, and uh then it makes it to where, like, even though I have to wear reading glasses to see the screen because that's still too close. Um Nothing, it's just not working as far as being able to see it. Um and most days eye drops, just fancy, like, uh, I've got a couple of different kinds, sustain and blink and things like that. Most days those things work just fine, and I don't have to worry, about it. But this morning it seems that it's not going to, because I dropped them like 3 times. So, Lisa, this a yucky catalog or an old magazine,
Uh-huh.
I like for gluing, because then I just flip the page.
That's exactly what I'm doing here.
Okay, because I thought you said you had newspaper, so I was like, yeah. Oh,
No.
I didn't tell you. Maybe I told you and I forgot. Um, for Christmas I got Jeffrey that mm, air fryer like you have.
Oh, does he like it?
Well, we only used it once.
Oh, that's kind of hard to know then.
Yeah. But he was really pleased. He was really tickled about it. We had so many leftovers. Well, hello there, Dana.
Hi,
Um,
Dana.
we had so many leftovers that we didn't cook. I didn't cook for ages. And so we really just used it once. And his whole thing is he wants to be able to make wings, because I don't eat wings. And he
Well, he can definitely do that in there.
yeah, so we just fixed chicken nuggets and chicken nuggets, and but then uh oh, what are those things, tater tots, the other day. So he's got a lot to try still. Okay, so those pages are done now.
Well, I'll tell you the thing that shocked me the most was cooking steak in it.
Oh, really?
I put it in for so many minutes and turned it over for so many minutes
Uh-huh.
on that black pan. with
Yeah.
a piece of parchment paper under it or foil. I can't remember which.
Uh-huh.
And I had seasoned it and everything. Anyway, it looked like you did it under the broiler, but
Mm.
it was awesome. And so little cleanup. That was like, yes.
Yes, uh-huh, that's the thing. Um, Thank you, Dana. We're having fun with our anniversary, I think. I
I'm
think
going
we
to
will.
run out and see if I can find that other scrap box. And I'll
All
be
right.
right
All right. We're finishing up stuff. Lisa's working on a project, but she decided her scraps weren't making her happy, so she's going to look for another scrap box. Um, and I'm just using. I just have a bunch of little odds and ends here that I have had for this whole project, and I'm just going to try to finish up this book. I don't remember when I even cut this, but I don't like this. That hair just doesn't make me happy. Oh, I might do this the other way around. Yes, I might. This is punched on something too lightweight to hang over the edge, so I have to glue it down. Oh yeah, that would be better. I have so many projects for this year to get started. I have tons of ideas and projects I want to do. It's that I want to finish things this year. I really want to have the UFOs gone off the tables. And I have motivation to accomplish getting the spare bedroom cleaned up because my sister's coming in February. So I have to have a bed for her to sleep in. She doesn't need a lot of room, but she has to have a bed to sleep in. So, oh, that's pretty. It came out pretty. But I have so many projects in my studio piled in these baskets that have been started and not finished that we decided we would do this birthday stream, and I thought, yep, okay, that one's just going to stay like that. Okay. Let's find a tear roller. Where's my tear roller? Oh, that was the drawer, just so y'all know.
Well, I couldn't find the boxes I had. That maybe I got rid of them already. But I did find these just laying out there, and so I decided they qualified.
Okay.
And then I found this
Whatever
box.
will make you happy. Oh,
It's
that
just
box.
tissue paper. So
Well,
that'll
there.
come. I can use that too.
You can have a use a mix, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I have these little images that I took out of a cookbook that I get to go with some of these different things. Yeah. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be off the screen.
Okay.
Okay. But my dining room table is covered with baskets. I have those, they're like tray size baskets from Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
And I have them with projects in them. And so they're all over the dining room table. They fill up the dining room table. I have them actually stacked.
Well, this is a different one, but there's, a couple of.
Yeah, that one right there. I have some of those, but the ones I'm talking about are the bigger ones that are a little bit deeper than that.
Yeah. I have a couple of those too, but they're not sitting right here.
Yeah. I have a bunch of those like that black one too. What I'd like to no, what I'd like to do is make it so that they fit on the shelves, and the deeper ones don't fit on my little cube shelves.
Oh, yeah.
Those black ones do, and that's why I switched. But
Hi, Andrea.
hi there, Andrea.
Welcome. Thank you.
And thank you for such a really sweet email the other day. I have not gotten a chance to answer you, but I thought it was the sweetest email. Thank you very much. And this I think this was Andrea's idea to do 2 days and instead of trying to do 24 hours. I think it was her idea.
I think it was too. Tell us, Andrea.
And so
Are we right about that?
We thank you very much, because this is a way better idea. We are both going to be so much better off. I think after we finished our last 24-hour thing that we decided that this just was a little hard.
Yeah, it was her.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Yeah, we were both so achy, but more importantly, we were slap happy.
Well,
I was talking to Helen about it, and she said at one time I was talking about something she just couldn't follow and couldn't understand. And she says, I can't remember what it was, but she thought it had something to do with tomatoes, and I have no idea what I was talking about. So it's like, okay. But I know I was so slap happy by the time we got done. It was like, okay,
She says, I think I did mention that I didn't want you to hurt yourselves after last time. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think you gave 2 or 3 ideas.
Yeah. Okay, so now I want a little piece of this. I kind of like this, picking a washi tape to go with a project and just leaving it with the project,
Yeah.
because it gives kind of a consistency throughout the project. You know what I'm saying? Not switching washi tapes back and forth, just using a couple.
Right. That makes sense.
I kind of like it. It's I have to remember that for the next time I put together a project. Okay. Okay, that's my text messages. I wonder if that's
Might check it, make sure it's not important.
yeah, I better. Well, it might be Jamie too, because I did send, because Teresa couldn't come on tonight
Hi,
today.
Jacqueline.
Hi, Jacqueline. I sent Jamie a message that if she wanted to come today instead of tomorrow,
Oh, uh-huh.
if it made it easier for her, because her husband's off tomorrow and she might want to rather be out here today.
Yeah.
So it might be her too. Okay. And guess who it is?
Who? Mom.
Jamie. Okay,
Jamie.
No, Jamie.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Well, good.
Okay. I'm gonna have her switch to today. Okay, Lisa, we'll send. You're connected with Jamie on Facebook, right?
I don't know. Let me check.
Well,
I
if
should
if
be. I can
like,
still messenger her.
yeah, at 11. Okay. Today.
Just realized I don't even have Facebook open, so.
Oh, well, it's not a big deal. Mine isn't open right now. So
Well, I hadn't opened it because I didn't,
yeah. Didn't need it. Okay,
Yeah.
so I've got 8 more pages all done to go in there. And I have 3 of these. And I think I'll do a few more like that. So let's pull out some more. That's that. We need to keep them right side up though, because all right, that one.
Okay. I do have her in my messenger, so.
Okay. 2, 3.
Found it and pulled it up, so it'll be easy to just drop a link in there in a little while.
Okay.
I have a roast and potatoes and onions in the crock pot.
Ooh.
And it smells so good. And I haven't eaten since 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, so I am starving, but it's not quite ready because the potatoes just got put in this morning, so they wouldn't get overcooked.
Well, I don't know what Jeffrey's going to eat today because there are no leftovers at all, none, and I didn't plan anything to cook. So now I may really quickly go put jambalaya on later on this afternoon, but
That sounds like a plan.
yeah. Well, it's one of those easy things that comes out of a box that I
Oh,
can uh it's real easy to put together. So I might do that. I just have to add the black beans and the meat, and that takes care of it. So I may have to do that though. Okay, let's see. Where do I want to put this? Kind of like that, maybe. This one over here. Okay. So, all right, let's see here. Oh my goodness. What do we need? We need some, I really want some plain paper. Maybe. I think so. Yep. I just realized can you guys see okay? Yeah, sorta.
sorta. Can't read anything. But we can see the whole concept of what you're doing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because if I get any closer, then you can't see what I'm doing really. So. And you thought things were going to be boring after New Year's. Oh, but we usually do a birthday thing. Well, we have the last 2 years, right, Lisa?
Yeah. Yeah, at least the last 2.
Yeah. Okay, so I went to tear it over here and it tore right there. So I guess we're going to tear it there too. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I just want some little pieces of collage stuffs. And I might need to do some inking though, because, well, maybe not. Maybe I've inked enough on this particular spots. Okay. Yeah, those are good. So we'll just start gluing them down. She's so quiet. Sorry. She's concentrating so hard.
My brain is having trouble, so it takes a lot.
It's bad when it's having trouble this early in the stream, Lisa.
I know, it doesn't bode well, does it? Well, it's got to get better. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's got to get better. Did I tell you I have high blood pressure in my eyeballs?
You did.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Anyway, so they put me on blood pressure medicine, which doesn't seem to be doing much of anything. So this morning I've taken my blood pressure, right? Because now I have to take it every morning. I have to write it down. All this, all this old people. Sorry, that's how I feel. And so the blood pressure machine kicks back on again in the middle, and it's like 131 over 72. And I'm like, I know this isn't right because it kicked back on in the middle, so it's abnormal. So it's doing weird things. So I stop it and I turn it off and I turn it back on again. And I take it again. This is 112 over 64. It's like, okay. How did it be 130 and 112? So I have to take it a third time, right? It's like, then it's back to where it's normal thing of being, and he's like, okay, this is, stop this. I can't do this where we have to do it 5 times every morning.
Once a day should be plenty.
Yeah. I was like, all right. Just having to take it every morning is a pain in the neck.
Yeah.
Oh. Especially seeing how I don't see that the blood pressure medicine has changed it at all. And that was weird too, because even the doctor said, she said, your blood pressure's never been that much of an issue. So I was like, okay, well, I don't know. She said, this is what he says. I'm like, okay.
So how do you take the blood pressure? How do you check the blood pressure in your eye?
You can't. I have another appointment in, and she can't either. It's something to do with how they test my eyes. I have glaucoma, right?
Right.
It's nothing bad. It's not advancing. He said it's very good. It's fine. But because of it, I have to go in more often and be tested. Well,
Right.
when they test it, apparently they do some kind of pressure test.
Well, I knew they did that in the dentist office. I mean, the dentist in the eye doctor's office, because they test mine that way too.
Okay.
But what I didn't understand is how you taking your blood pressure all the time is helping that at all.
Yeah. Well,
how do you know?
my doctor wanted to make sure what the blood pressure medicine was doing.
Oh, okay.
She may, because it's not doing much of anything to change anything, she may have to change the blood pressure medicine. She put me on something apparently that's very, how shall I put this? Not quite so bad for you, the rest of your body.
Right.
Because she knows I really hate having to take medicine.
Yeah.
So she was trying to be not too aggressive with it, is I guess what it is.
Yeah.
Because like she said, she didn't think I needed it until he sent over this report about my eyeballs. And whatever's going on with them is making them dry, and it's making, and my vision's only bad when they're dry.
Yeah. Okay, I like that one. That one almost makes me want to make a page on it.
Well, stop and make a page on it. Make yourself happy.
Well, I'm trying to decide. I mean, I don't know what I would want to do, so I have to think more.
Oh, okay.
I'm just thinking, okay, I'm on a roll. I'm going to go ahead and finish these pages. But I may come back to do that.
I was going to say mark it so you know where it's at.
I'm wearing my warm fuzzy, and it's the only thing I have, warm fuzzy thing that's not already been abused by the dog or Art. So I really don't want to get out paint, but I think paint's what I want to use on that page. So
I see. Okay, well, I get you then.
But
so you may have to go change into a different warm fuzzy, huh?
Oh, or yeah, something without sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them I just cut the sleeves off.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
so I have to deal
Well,
with it.
I got into my drawer yesterday to get dressed to go shopping, and two of my winter good shirts have decided to be winter old shirts because I'd spilt something on them. Abused by the dog or art. Yeah, there you go. I get ocular migraines. My vision looks like a kaleidoscope. Ooh, Dana. Yuck. I think it was Dana told me to get the one kind of eye drops I use for my dry eyes. Jeffrey used to get basically ocular migraines. He got the auras for years and years and years and years. And I really wish that he went back to getting the auras instead of the headaches, but now he gets the headaches. So. All right, I got a nice little pile of these now, and I have wet, icky, sticky fingers. Sustain, yes. And I did get it, and it does help. It just doesn't help as much as I had hoped, but even the medicine they gave me is not helping this morning. So I'm gonna be right back.
Alrighty.
I just have to go to my desk. It's not that far. Ouch. It's just that I have to untangle myself from here.
Yeah.
Okay, and I have a box underneath my table that I have no idea what is in. Oh, all right. It's a box I got new when I was up at my sister's. This is a cutting thing, like a cutter, a paper cutter, but
Right.
it's got. Oh well, that was good. I crashed things. It's got stamp edge, wavy edge, perforated edge. I think there's a zigzag, a folding line. So it's got a bunch of different cutters. I got it at the thrift store we put it in a bag with a bunch of other stuff for $5, and I forgot it was under here. So I couldn't figure out why I had this box under here. Got a lot of good. My storage system works, right?
Yeah. Well, I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, Dana, that's the thing. You had one of those cutters? I was surprised when I found it, and especially since we were doing a bag sale stuff. My sister had a couple of wool jackets or wool shirts or something that she was going to get. And and so that was, I mean, when we got it, we got everything we wanted that day in that bag for $5. So it was a pretty good deal. Now I just have to use it.
Yep,
Well,
that's true about everything. Now I just
Helen
have
and
to
I were
use it.
talking about decorative scissors because she went through hers and she's gotten rid of. She's got a bag full she's going to get rid of, and she had messaged me and asked me if I thought Mom's activity director at the assisted living center would like to have them. I called, but she hasn't called me back yet. Anyways, we were talking about them, and I said, yeah, I have a bunch of them too. And she said, well, I've never seen you use them. And I said, well, I used them on a project back when we were doing a collaboration with Mary to what was I going to say? I was doing a collab with Mary, and I did borders on a little journal, and every page had a different
I remember
border.
that. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take the Jeep over to George.
All right.
Do that sauce system. I'll
Okay.
wait on it today if you can, otherwise I'll bring it in next week.
Okay. Well, yeah, because I can't come get you today. Could you make me tea before you go? And where's George's?
Across the street from Carpenter's. On the other
Oh,
side.
on the other side of 29. Okay. Just so I know where you're at. You got your phone, right? Okay. The tea fairy's making me tea, and then he's going to take the Jeep in.
Ah.
It needs an exhaust system. So
It always needs something, doesn't it?
yeah, it always needs something. Okay, so yeah, there's always something that it needs.
TJ was talking when he was here about, various cars and working on them with his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things he said was that, they can't work on the Jeep as easily as other things. And, and he said his dad calls
Oh, you'll
it
be back in those,
empty every pocket.
Okay.
Just empty every pocket's what Jeep stands for.
Yes, just empty every pocket. Yes. Uh-huh.
I thought that was funny.
Mm-hmm. Now, I will tell you what Ford stands for.
Found on road dead.
Oh, that's a good one, but it's also fix or repair daily.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, I haven't
Yeah.
ever heard any about the rodeo, but, I don't know about the rodeo. It definitely has I'm sure it has something. Of course, my rodeo, has it has its own little space in life. Jeff's brother says, Jeff, when are you going to buy our car that works? Look, okay. I have dashboard lights, guys, that never go out. It's like in Big Bang Theory, where you question Penny puts tape on it, kind of thing. It's like, okay. But because there's an anti-lock brake sensor that is not available. You can't buy it anymore. It's just you can't. So it's one of those things that you just can't buy. So it can't be fixed. That's fine. The light is on, but the brakes still work. It's not a problem that the brakes don't work. It's just that I don't have anti-lock brakes. It's like, okay, I don't care. Mm-hmm.
I know when I was having trouble with my brakes, you were talking about,
Mm-hmm.
that you had that and you just were able to drive it anyway. And I talked to my mechanic and he said, that's an older car, Lisa.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like,
yeah,
okay.
That's an older car. Mm-hmm.
He said, this one is not new, but it's newer than that. And it won't work that way. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well, see, my car gets antique tag when Jeff has to go get them. In this coming October, when he has to get new tags for my car,
Yeah.
it gets antique tags. So, okay, I think I need some more pages in the back. So I need to cut some more pages and make some more pages in the back. These need to go places, and I think I need some more pockets too. I'm about to make it happy, so that's okay with me. I think I'll put those in there and make a few more pages because I think that's what I need. Yeah, and how about that? I had enough of this paper sitting here. But yeah, that's the thing. It's got old style brakes, but I drove cars that had old style brakes for years before I got one that had anti-lock brakes.
Oh, I did too. But he was just saying that the problem wasn't whether or not I could drive with old style brakes. The problem was that my car was new enough that it
But
wouldn't allow me to do that
do
without
that.
them
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, that's what, when Ashley told me that he couldn't fix it, I said, well, what does that mean? And he just said, well, that just means you have to pretend you're driving an old car. I'm like, well, I am driving an old car, but I love my rodeo. That's the thing. You know, I could go get a new car, but I don't want one. I really like my rodeo. So, okay, we're gonna move this up. Just
That's how I feel about the one I've got now.
is you really like it? Yep.
I do. It's I don't think I've ever had a um a car that I like as much as I like this one. And I've been happy with most of the cars I've driven, so
I had a little S10 Blazer for a while.
yeah.
And, well, I bought it new, and I had it until some lady decided to ruin it. She made a left-hand turn into me at going fast, very fast, and moved my driver's seat 2 inches into the center.
Oh my goodness.
And when she did that, it was totaled, and they didn't want to, and it bent to the center pillar, the support. So if I'd have had it fixed, it wouldn't have been safe. And Brandon was, 5. There was no way I was taking my kid around in an unsafe car.
Yeah.
So I had to get a new car. But I loved that car, that little Blazer. It got great gas mileage. You could pack so much stuff in it. I really like my pickup truck, except now that we've moved to the real world, instead of living in South Dakota, parking lots are a bear with it. So
yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about the Flex is that it's long. It's like parking a pickup.
yeah, and mine
even the vans I had were much easier to park than this one.
park. Well, how about
and I didn't think it
one's
was that
different.
much longer than my vans, but there's just something about the wheelbase is longer, and that's what.
Yeah.
Because they actually call it a truck.
Yes, it is a truck. Your Flex is on a truck.
It's on a truck chassis, and so, but it's so car-like for most things. But
yeah,
when you're parking, it's a truck.
Well, when I bought my pickup truck, it was because all of the SUVs were car-like. I couldn't get one at the time. I couldn't get one that I liked the storage capacity of, and I was having to move show stuff around all the time.
Yeah.
And that's when Brandon said, well, Mom, why don't you buy a pickup truck and run it on diesel fuel? And I said, oh, no, that does not sound like a fun thing to do. And he said, well, you could do this and this and this and this. And pretty soon, that's what we did. This and this and this and this. We could run it on vegetable oil. And now I have a pickup truck that runs on vegetable oil that we don't use anymore. But that's all right.
But if you need to move something, it's handy to have.
Oh, yes, it is handy to have. Although it's going to have some repair work done to it. And for as little as we use it, it's getting to the point where that might be, it might be time to let it go.
Yeah. I'm having fun playing with these little straps.
Little scraps of paper. I think everybody's having their coffee this morning. They're quiet.
Yeah, I probably need coffee this morning, but I don't drink coffee.
Well, I don't drink coffee either, but my bottle wasn't completely empty when Jeff went to get me tea, so I'm on my second bottle, but I didn't drink all of the first one.
Yeah. Well, I've just started. I mean, I've got a cup, not a bottle, but I just
Mhm.
filled it up right before we started, and I haven't drank a whole lot of it, to be honest. But
Well, I had my bottle of water this morning while I
yeah,
wrote my journal, and then when I got breakfast, I got a bottle of tea. And it's a big bottle, so it lasts long. Jacqueline's playing along with us. Yay! Are you
yay,
finishing a project or
Jacqueline!
did you start something? Ooh, but Jeffrey spilt it. Ugh. Mm. Jacqueline, are you doing a UFO or are you did you start something new? We're curious.
Yeah. And what is it? If it either way,
Yeah. Yeah.
we want to know what your project is. Either way.
But I've never drank coffee, Dana. Well, I shouldn't say never because I once in a while I've had those fancy um, iced coffee things that really taste like chocolate milk
Yeah.
with a little coffee in them. And I've had those every once in a while, but they're not, my favorite thing or anything. Oops, that was good. Starting, she's making a journal for herself. It's been layers and layers of drying. Yeah. That drying thing. I need to go to the nutrition store
Are
and
you
get
in
me a
our
healthy tea.
groups, Jacqueline? If you are, post pictures. We would love
Yeah,
to
we'd
see.
love to see it. We have Facebook groups. I
Well,
don't
that's
think
what I
we
meant.
have I
Was
don't think we have
Facebook's
any
first.
mods here yet this morning.
Yeah, and
Um
I can't see because I'm just on StreamYard.
well, and so am I, so I don't it doesn't show me. Van
You
Gogh
want me to?
cover. Oh, how fun. That ought to be a fun journal to work in. Um I'm bad. I use good old Lipton tea, but I actually put I make a gallon of sun tea every single day. If we're out with the camper, I can't make sun tea, so um I make it on the stove. But I use a gallon tea bag from Lipton, and then I put raspberry zinger tea in it. So it has some extra vitamin C and stuff like that in it. And Jeffrey doesn't notice it, so he doesn't complain. Unless Flo is still here. Yeah, if Flo's here, then she might be a mod. I'm not sure. I don't really understand Facebook. That's okay, Jacqueline. I wish there were other ways to post pictures. I really do, but it
Me too,
seems
because
like
I don't really like Facebook, but
yeah,
it seems to be what we're kind of stuck with.
yeah. I mean, well, I guess there's Instagram, but I don't do Instagram very well, so that's on me. But by the time I keep up with my bead stuff on Facebook and YouTube, I just don't have it in me to do Instagram. I was trying to do a cross-platform post thing for a while, but it's kind of hard to do. So unfortunately, that's just on me. I haven't put anything on there. She has Instagram. Well, that's all
Well,
right.
I I
We
don't like
don't. Uh,
Instagram. It's not easy for me to use.
yeah.
And so I don't post stuff on there. I've got an account, and every once in a while I'll see, I get an email showing me cool things other people have done, and I like that. Um, but um, I don't think
Well,
those things there very often because it's, it's, I don't know. And I've
my
never done a
thing,
video there. Of course, I've never done one on Facebook either, but
that's right, Jacqueline. It's just so much, and there's only so much I can do. And that's I've learned that there's just so much, and that's okay. If I can't do it all, that's all right with me.
I wouldn't even do Facebook if it wasn't for art groups.
Well, and I probably wouldn't do Facebook if it wasn't for
Your beads.
yeah,
Yeah.
and art groups, but I don't even get on the art groups very often because I just
I don't
It's-
either. I go over there to look at the things people post that they've done.
Right.
And
yeah. Uh-huh. Well, and I have to go directly to the group because I have so many people on there whose posts are on my front page wall, whatever you want to call that spot, because of my bead stuff.
yeah.
So okay. But you honestly almost have to be a media that has to be almost all you do if you're gonna take care of all of these
Yeah.
platforms.
And I don't
and
have
stuff.
that kind of time.
I just don't either. Oh,
I do the things I enjoy, which is look at what other people post on Facebook in the art
Yeah.
group and do YouTube.
Yep. Yep. That's
Those are the things I enjoy, so those are the things I do. Okay, I like that.
oh, I do too.
I was using these ends pieces
Oh, uh-huh. I love
and
those
using
end
where
pieces.
the holes are to cover to decide where I put my next one to cover it up.
You could buy them every time. Well, thank you, Dana. Uh-huh. Art person needs a tech person that enjoys tech like we enjoy art. Well, that is true, Jacqueline. Now,
That
here's
would
the
be very
deal.
nice.
When my husband retired, here was what was supposed to happen. Okay. We were supposed to go in the motorhome. That's where we were living in our motorhome. And I had bead shows and I had my studio set up in the motorhome. And we were supposed to go on our trips. And in between the bead shows, I was going to make beads. And he was going to do my tech stuff. All, post beads, post about my next show, do all that stuff. And then he was supposed to help me with online bead shows, the way I do them now. Well, then we got in that accident and lost our rig and lost my studio and all of that lovely good stuff that happened. And suddenly I don't have a tech person because he's trying to get us a house to live in, that all that good stuff. And now, honestly, his some days I question his technical abilities. Oh, he fusses at that computer every once in a while, like my mother does. I was like, okay.
Well, it changes daily.
Oh yeah, it does.
And
It
if you're not
changes.
doing it daily, you don't know what's changed,
Right.
and it is frustrating. And so he's got other priorities. He does all this outside work, that's
oh,
a
yeah.
priority for him. And so
Yeah. And when he comes in the evening, in the afternoons, whatever, he doesn't want to fight with my computer. Okay, I got that on there crooked and it's real. Which one is crooked? Oh, maybe it's this. Maybe if I fix this, it won't bother me so much. There we go.
there you go.
Yeah, that's better.
Fix it.
Okay. Well, it was just so crooked. It's like, Tanya, what did you do?
trying to decide what's the best way to divide this and still get as pretty as stuff as possible.
There's something wrong with that one. That one needs something. That's a pretty piece.
It is a pretty piece, and I want to use it. I'm tempted to just cut out the leaves and the flowers and put them around, but I don't think that's really enough to do both sides. Of course, I could just put a little bit on this one instead of trying to,
Okay.
Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Well, apparently
I love the leaves and I want to emphasize them. So
apparently they're going to have to do his muffler next week. Because I'm pretty sure that was him I just heard come back. He was going to take it yesterday when I had the date, I could have taken him to the to drop it off, but he had such a bad headache yesterday morning. He's got all my garden beds rebuilt. He got 4 tons of rock moved around in the bucket and by bucket and wheelbarrow. So the rock got in my greenhouse, and then he put rock in places he wanted it around the workshop and around the house. Okay, that needs something too. And he got the garden beds rebuilt. And he got the thing he needed to fix where you get under our house. What do you call that? Crawl space entrance. He got that all fixed. So he's been a busy boy.
It sounds like it.
And he had to move wood around because, we had really bad termites. They hadn't gotten in the house, so that's a big plus, but we had to have the termite people come and do their thing.
Right.
Because we can't have termites in the house. But he had wood on outside that needed to be fixed and put up and dealt with. So he did all that. Straightened up his shop.
I need a little something else under this, but I don't know what.
Yeah, it does look a little empty compared to other ones. He straightened up his shop because, like all things, when you're doing a bunch of different projects, your space gets messy. And he was going to wash the camper the other day because it hasn't been washed since we were out last time. And he got all ready to do that the next day. And it was cold. I mean, really cold. So he decided that wasn't quite what he wanted to do.
I had my slippers on and I went out, to go out to the studio to see if I could find scraps, and forgot that it had snowed yesterday. So I had to put shoes on. Yeah, not a ton, but some. We're grateful for anything that's moisture, so.
Yeah. Good morning, Barbara. Good morning, Mark.
Hi, Barbara. Hi, Mark. I'm so glad y'all are here. Trying to find something that will go.
Uh-oh. Not holding that very good. I was right. He came back, so they apparently couldn't do it. I'm going to mute for a minute. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. Hopefully I'll get a notification. I get those pretty good from once a day or something at least from Instagram. Okay, I'm struggling, folks, trying to decide I want something that will go with this. I think this is interesting tissue paper.
Yeah, it is very interesting tissue paper.
I'm trying to decide what part of it I want to use. I think this right here.
Yeah, just little bits of it or something. Yeah, maybe. Jacqueline, I'll try to find it later. Nope, I was talking to the TV. He's got to take it back on Tuesday. So that's pretty with the leaf piece, Barbara says.
Thanks, Barbara.
Yeah. Okay, Jamie's ready for 11 when you're ready, Lisa.
Alrighty.
That's she just sent me this silly face that's popping up as smiles. So okay, so this it must go this way. Okay, all right, that's 1, 2. Okay. I got 4 more pages I want to put something on, so I'm going to put these pictures on it with some other little collage. But they needed to be smaller. I didn't think they needed to be so big. Okay. On Instagram. Okay. Thank you. Let me see if I can, wonder if I can pull it up. Let's see here. I know I have Instagram on here. I just don't know if I can. Okay. Ah, she sent it in a message. Uh-oh, wait a minute. My sister messaged me. Oh, okay. Nothing important. Okay. Jacqueline, can I show it? Would it be all right if I show it? Okay. Is it okay if I show it? What projects are you two working on? You're doing UFOs. Yes, Barbara. I am working on my cookbook journal. Let me see if I can get out here. This is the cookbook journal. I'm working on it.
And I'm working on one of my scrap journals at the moment.
Yeah, she's filling in her scrap journals. Yes, I can show it. Okay, give me a second. Let me change.
Just not the audio, she said.
Okay.
She doesn't want to get you in trouble.
Yeah. Let me see where. Okay. How do I turn the audio off? Oh, I could turn the audio off on my phone, right? Yeah, maybe that would work. Yeah, I can turn the audio off on my phone. Okay, let's. It's not the best picture, but it's because it's on my phone. Oh, I love the papers, Jacqueline.
Yeah,
The texture on the papers is awesome.
that's going to be so much fun to work in.
Yeah.
Thank you, Barbara.
Oh, this is really fun. I love how the paper is all wrinkly and textured and the colors, and I mean it's not the best color on my phone, but you found some really interesting papers too.
Yeah, and they're all different, which makes
Mhm.
every page a new fun thing. I think that's cool.
Oh, I love the color too.
Yeah, the cover's gorgeous.
Yeah. Here's the first couple of pages that we missed because I was playing with the audio.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very cool.
Thank
very,
you for
very
sharing.
cool. Yes, thank you for sharing that. Okay. Okay. All right, let me see. What was I doing? Okay, I was tearing apart these pictures. That's what I was doing. I need 4 pictures for the 4 sheets of paper I got. Mm-hmm. And then I think these need inked, so I'll have to ink them. Function, Andrea's going to be in the balcony while she eats breakfast. Oh, Lisa, that's going to be really pretty. Yeah. And Andrea, I know you're in the balcony, but when you come back, Barbara wants to know what you're going to be working on. Eventually, I'm going to have to get a new one of these. This one is looking really ragged.
Yeah.
I suppose if I used my sepia more than my coffee, it would be the sepia one that was ragged, but oh well.
Well, my sepia one and my black one are both ragged. Those are the ones I use the most.
I'm pretty sure my black one will be very ragged if I opened it. I haven't looked at it lately. The thing of it is that what 2 colors come with the black and the coffee, because I don't think I use them hardly at all. I wish I could just buy the little black and coffee ones instead of all 4 of them.
Yeah.
Barbara's going to clean up her desk today so that when she's on tomorrow, she can Yeah, okay. Once she gets herself together, Andrea's going to make cards. Barbara's got to make some cards today once she cleans up. This picture, it keeps getting turned upside down and doesn't want to behave itself in my mind for some reason. I don't know what the deal is. So I want to put some asparagus in the yard. I just don't know if it grows here or not. We had some wild asparagus while we were on our trip in the spring, and it was so good. And then we got some at the grocery store this fall, and it was good. It wasn't as good as fresh, you know, because it came from the grocery store.
Right.
But it was good, and I didn't used to like asparagus, so I'd like to put some in the ground, but it takes a couple of years before it's ready, so I need to get it in the ground soon. It's going to start when I'm on tomorrow, showing the books I've made during your live streams, the Crunchy book and the Fairy book. Oh, that'll be fun, Barbara. You know, Helen suggested that I do a video, take some clips out of our first videos. I didn't have time to do it yesterday, but I might try to do it this week and do like a birthday video of some really old clips of really old videos.
Yeah.
And apparently you can clip things out of your videos that are already online now, but I have to figure it out, see if I can do it without too much work. Because, you know, that's that tech person that you have to have again.
Yeah.
So. Hello, Renee. A birthday retrospective video. Oh, that's a good way to put it. Birthday retrospective. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Renee. Glad you're here. Okay.
Okay.
That one was a little bit harder to figure out, but I think I made the best use of that jelly print, so that makes me happy.
Well, and the page looks good.
Yeah, it does. And I don't know what else I would use that tissue paper for, so might as well just use it.
Yep. Okay, so I think I want some of this again. Well, that piece tore. Okay, put that back up there. Ugh. Do you know that we've been on almost 3 hours?
It's hard to believe.
Well, 2 hours and 15 minutes, basically.
Well, my
It's
brain's
a
finally getting in gear, so
Yeah, I was gonna say it's finally like, well, I kind of think I know what I'm doing here.
yeah.
But I'm going to continue on with this same project because I have decided I'd really like to have it done, and I can see the end of it. I need some more pockets, and I'll have a little more decorating to do, but I think that it's a doable project to finish. So I think that's what I'm going to work on it some more.
Well, sounds good.
Okay, but my feet need to go down, not up for a while. Oh, you have to change your position every so often.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Barbara says, I actually opened one eye at 6 a.m. my time when you went on, but that's all that happened. It closed again.
Okay. She opened one eye.
Fine, Barbara. You tried.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, Barbara. I think Jeffrey jumped like 3 miles when the alarm went off this morning. So, but that's the third time this week that the alarms had to go off. And we're retired, so it doesn't usually have to go off. But I had Mom had blood work, and then she had an eye appointment, and so I had to get up really early both those days because they're early appointments. And so poor Jeff is found that I have to set the alarm clock, and he's like, he rolls over, goes right back to sleep, I'm sure. Okay, where are these? Okay. We actually had to take all the water out of the camper the other night. It got cold enough that Jeff was afraid that the water, things can freeze. So he had to go empty everything. The greenhouse, all I've got is like incandescent bulbs out there to keep it warm, but it seems to be working just fine.
That's good.
Now I had thought I would go get some of those chicken lights, that you keep little baby chickens warm with. But this seems to be working just fine. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to just use what I've got. That's always my thing, is to use what I've got.
Yeah. Well, that's my thing for sure this year. In every area of my life, I'm going to try to use what I've got.
Yeah. Later this afternoon, I have to go away to do one. Will be waiting in the doctor's office, so I may bring some headphones. Well, we understand when you have other things you have to do, Barbara. Well, we do pretty good. I've been meaning to post about how we did the greenhouse, because the greenhouse is 99, probably 9%, 0.9% recycled, reused stuff.
I was going to say sweat.
Well, there's that too. I didn't count that, but yeah, that's reused stuff too. But I only purchased the 5 clear panels for the roof, the rock, and a whole lot of screws. a whole lot of screws. Now, we did go through a lot of screws. But all the lumber, all the metal, oh, wait a minute. I shouldn't say that. I bought some pool noodles from Dollar Tree. Always long wait for the eye doctor, and asked them yesterday while I was there why, and they're the only medical eye practice in a 3-county area. Well, and you know, Jeffrey keeps having these doctors that keep retiring, which is, you know, it's okay. Your doctors can retire, but when I was into the doctor's office a couple weeks ago, she told me they're down a provider. So, you know, all these doctors are quitting, and so it's hard to, yeah. But my brother-in-law gave us the windows. My friend in Alabama found me the door. Jeffrey met a lady at the tire place that gave him a bunch of metal. Jeffrey's brother found him some more metal that we used for the roof and for some other things. A really good friend found us some lumber that we got to recycle, and he's used a lot of that over the course of different projects. I like those butterflies with that bright red. Really nice. Ooh, I like it too. I hadn't looked at it.
Yeah. Well, this is really like a burgundy.
Oh,
And so it's burgundy and pink mainly. And so I'm trying to find pink, you know, stuff to go with it.
Stuff.
I don't have a lot of pink, so.
Yeah.
But I do have some butterflies.
Well, we go to a medical specialist clinic is where we go to the eye doctor, and there is an actual optometrist downstairs, and they have an optical shop to buy glasses and stuff like that. But they also have some very, very specialists upstairs that one of them just looks at the back of your eyeball. One of them looks at the front of your eyeball. One of them does more cataract surgeries than the others. You know, I mean, they have a lot of specialty kind of thing going on.
The one thing I'm not sure of is it almost looks like I'm trying to finish this page when I put the butterflies on it.
Yeah.
And that's really not my intention.
Well, that's all right if you like it that way. Then when you go back to it and look at it again, you'll see something maybe else that you want to add to it, or you'll add some words or something like that, and it'll finish it.
Okay.
I mean, just, you know, if you like it, do it. You don't have to change your mind.
Well, without the butterflies, it doesn't feel like there's enough on there. To really go
and then
any
when
place.
You put the butterflies on, it feels more finished. You know, maybe when you look at it the next time you go through the book, it won't be, or maybe it will be, and you'll say, okay, that one was done. But Jeffrey's had to have new dermatologists, I think, 3 times in the last 2 years, because they keep moving away or retiring or stuff like that. So it's like the eye practice she's going to, and they're swamped. Yeah. Oh, I always try to get in at 8 o'clock in the morning, because they usually schedule 4 people for the doctor that I see at 8 o'clock in the morning. And if you don't, then it's usually 2 hours in there. Now, I have been in there when he ended up in the emergency room. And I had waited, I don't know, I had waited about 2.5 hours. And they finally had started rescheduling people that day. And asked me if I wanted to reschedule, and I couldn't because we were leaving or something. So I waited for him, and come to find out he'd had a a really bad emergency. Little girl got some kind of poison in her eyes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was bad. He was upset by it. He was upset because everything else was, chaotic because of him being late, but also by that. So, and my eye doctor has some really cool art. I mean, expensive, cool art in his offices. Um, I've come home a couple of different times and looked up the artists that he has on the walls in his um, exam rooms. Oh, that's too far down. Oh, come on, come off. Nope, you're done now.
Well,
Well,
done now.
I should have run it up top a little bit more, but it's all right. It's done now.
Wow, I've done quite a few.
Yeah.
There's one. There's one. And they're all very different.
Well, that's all right because that makes it even more fun when you get ready to play in it.
Yeah, I found another page where I didn't have anything. I gotta figure out where it is. Here we go. Actually, several more pages. Okay. I'm determined to get this part done.
Well, yeah.
I hadn't planned on even spending the whole 3 hours on it, but I'm definitely going to be spending at least a whole 3 hours on it.
Well, that's all right. Because, then it's ready to do whatever else you want to do with it the next time you get it out.
Yeah.
And
then it's past this stage.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a pink I could have used. Well, it didn't. Well, it might. We might just use the rest of that in this.
Okay.
Oh, and there's another one. Good grief, I had more than I thought. Okay. I can use all three of those together. All right, let's just do it.
Now, have those been cut from something, those pages that you've got? Or
yeah, from I found them at the thrift store, but they're unevenly cut, so I'm sure they came from scrapbook paper somebody just cut off. Yeah.
So it wasn't a project you had done, but something
somebody else had done. But I saw these greens. And I really liked those, and so I bought the whole thing, even though there was some stuff there, I didn't really care about, but
yeah. Oh yeah, I really needed some more pages. And I need to make some more pockets on some of these pages. And I might need just some more of this kind of paper, something plain. But maybe something.
Thank you, Linda. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Linda.
Sorry we didn't see you earlier.
Yeah. Okay. But I need to put more pockets in here.
Or stalactites. I can't remember which ones are which.
Oh, the stalactites are from the top down. Mites are from the bottom up. The tights hang on to the ceiling really tight, and the mites grow from the bottom.
Okay, thank you. That's what I had in my head, but I was afraid I was making it up. So
that's what we used to teach the kids,
Yeah, I think that's the way I taught it to my kids when we were homeschooling. But
now tomorrow, if you ask me that question, I won't remember. Just so you know.
Okay, I'll be sure not to ask you that question tomorrow.
I was going to say, don't ask me that question tomorrow because You know I won't remember. Okay. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Okay, well, yeah, that's fine. No, that's not fine. Let's put it in here. All right, so now I need some more pockets. What time is it? Okay. I need to make some more pockets so that I can put some more index cards in it. And I'm pretty sure that I've got enough pages because this has happened. I don't want to put any more pages in it because then it will get too full and they won't move back and forth good. So pages were done, but I can put some pockets in, and then I can put in some more index cards. Linda, this was, and I thought this was my original one, but it's not. Just a minute. It's over here. Just a second. This is my cookbook from when I was younger. And it still has stuff in it that but this one was a cookbook. I'm pretty sure this was a cookbook when I started it, that I got somewhere. I don't remember where. But it was one of those things that I don't know why that's in there. That I got somewhere, and when we started to do the cookbook journal, I thought this would be the best way because a cookbook should be one you can move in and out. So the 3-ring binder idea was, even my Betty Crocker cookbook is a 3-ring binder. Of course, I don't use a cookbook very much. Okay, we need some cardstock. Do I have any cardstock? No. I have no cardstock in this bin. Okay, what do I have over here? Do I have something I can use? Or do I gotta go get something? I guess I gotta go get something. So I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Let me make you big while I'm gone, because that's boring to sit and watch.
Okay. Well, I'm not doing very exciting stuff, just gluing down paper. Of course, I like to watch people glue down paper, so if you didn't like that, you wouldn't be watching my channel. Probably, or Tanya's channel, because we both do a lot of gluing down paper. Okay. Trying to find some way to remember pretty much where I wanted that. It never goes back exactly, but okay. Perfect. All right. Find the empty spot on my back magazine page. Barbara says, I'm sorting through my little box of paper scraps, and then there came a notification in my way. Actually getting rid of some of the teeny tiny ones. Yikes, what a hard decision. Oh, man, I understand. I dealt with that last night when I was going through my box. I was like, some of these just really need to go. But I threw away so much less than I wanted to. I mean, when I went into it, I thought, I'm going to throw half of this away. And I didn't, because most of it was good stuff. Okay. See what time it is. I gotta leave early to set up the next stream, but I have plenty of time still.
What?
I said I have to leave early to set up the next stream, but I still have plenty of time.
Yep. And before you go, we are going to do. I'm going to do a little giveaway.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Actually, it's going to be 2 little giveaways. So, but what we're going to do is, we're going to pick a number between 1 and 50. So, let me put start in. Just give me a minute. S-T-A-R-T. Okay. Choose a number between 1 and 50.
Hi, Sherry. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Sherry. And I'm going to get my phone ready. The closest without going over is going to win this embossing folder. It says happy birthday. Now, when I send it, it won't be in the packaging. Just FYI, because it doesn't fit in the envelope in the packaging, and I have to make it into a package. So I will probably put it in just plain. But this is a happy birthday embossing folder, so you just need to choose the number between 1 and 50. And
we need some more numbers.
We need some more numbers. Keep going.
You're in the balcony, come down and put the number in.
That's right. That's right. If you're in the balcony, you need to stop being in the balcony.
For a moment.
I have a number generator in here somewhere. Just a minute. I know I do. Mm-hmm. Okay, where's it at? Huh, that's really weird. Oh, I got it. Well, hello, Belinda.
Hi, Belinda. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome. Okay, how many numbers do we have? Don't we need a few more numbers, guys? I'm going to
only have 5 that I see. We got more people than that in here.
I know we do. Oh, that's a pretty piece of tissue.
I think so.
Okay, well, if you guys are not ready, I guess there's Deborah's. Hi, Deborah. Okay. Andrea was in the balcony too. So. But I guess it's been kind of long enough. Shall I go ahead, Lisa?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let me write stop. That'll give somebody a minute more. Okay. Oh, Lisa, can you email her the link when you get ready, please?
I don't if I have her email, let me go look, make sure I have her
Okay,
email.
I can email. Oh, I don't. Okay. All right. The number is 14. So who is closest? Jamie. Is Jamie the closest without going over? Jamie is the closest without going over. Okay.
Okay. Is it still contact APG Jamie?
Yep. Yes, that's her.
Okay.
That's still it.
All right,
Okay.
good.
So
I will do that, Jamie.
Jamie gets that one, and Jamie, I have your address, so I don't need yours. But Linda is the second closest without going over, right? Linda has 11, and she's the second closest. So Linda, I'm going to send you this cute little this is a notepad. This is a little scrappy notepad that I'll send you, and but I need you to send me your email address, Linda. Don't put it here. Just a minute. In the description box below is my oh, Sophia, I'm sorry. Oh, that's nasty. So, Linda, if you will email me your address.
Oh, sorry, Sophia. We'll be praying for you and for your hubby.
But my email address is in the box below, and if you will send me your address by email, I will get that out to you. Now, guys, it probably won't any of it go out until next week, obviously.
You mean you're not going to run to the post office tomorrow?
I'm going to be online all day tomorrow. Right?
Oh, that's true. That's why I asked such a stupid question, because I knew the answer.
Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. The one thing I will tell you is that I got Mom that medicine very quickly, Sophia, and it did help her. I don't want to tell you it would help everybody, but that I can't tell you what it was. Is it Paxlovid or something like that? It did help her. She was better the next day right after taking it. So, I mean, she wasn't well, but she was better. But you have to get that stuff in your system in a big hurry or it doesn't work. So. I think it's called Paxlovid. It's a medication they can give you for COVID, but if you don't get it within the first 24 hours, it's a waste of time. That much I'm pretty sure. But because my mom is 92, I didn't have any trouble. I called the doctor. I didn't have to take her in or anything. When I said she tested positive at the assisted living center, he gave it to me. And I don't always say things will work because it works for some people and not for others, but for her, it helped. And that's what mattered.
Yes.
You know. And like I said, I don't think she was only sick for about 4 days, but they had been testing everyone every day because they had it at the assisted living center. So she hadn't been sick, and then the next morning she got up sick. It takes 3 to 4 days to talk to them. Yeah. Yeah, and see, he's mom is 92, so it was not hard for her to get it. So,
Take lots of vitamin D and vitamin
yes,
C.
vitamin D
If
and
you have
vitamin
those
C.
in your house, just dose up high on them.
Well, and zinc always helps with the cough and the cold and the sore throat.
That's true. But with
I
zinc,
don't.
you need quercetin in order to really get it to go into your body quickly. So
Okay, so
that's not something most people just have around,
right.
unfortunately, because it's really helpful.
Well, I take zinc because of my legs. So, okay, I have multiple different kinds of pockets. I was looking to see what kind of pockets I have. I want to make more pockets on these cardstock places. And I have just used multiple different things to make them. So that's what I guess I'm going to do here. Just make some more pockets and just make them however I feel like. Because these are pockets that make tabs.
That's not what I wanted.
And that's a pocket that makes a tab. Okay. Good morning, Julie. Hello. We're going to switch here in a few minutes. Lisa's going to go off to set up her stream. And then at 11, she'll go live. No, don't rush.
In fact, I need to. Well, I've got to do a couple of other things real quick too.
Okay.
I got to get me something to eat for one thing because I haven't eaten since 3:00 yesterday. And
yes. Okay. Well,
and I've been smelling this food all morning. So.
Well, you can go if you want. And stupid body. Yeah. I woke up almost every hour last night. Oh, I hate that. Anyways, we're going over to Lisa's channel at 11 o'clock. So she's going to pop off here in a few minutes. And then we will pop over there at 11. So I am just going to do a cut on this. I'm going to make 4 pockets out of this piece of cardstock is what I'm going to do. If you've just come in, I am working on my UFO of my cookbook. Oh my goodness. Look at how awful that cut. That was bad. Oh, I wonder if we have a new one of those. It doesn't look bad, but it definitely didn't cut very well. Scripture writing, okay. Linda's going to listen while she drives. Just be careful. I'm going to put this one in and see if it cuts a little better because now it might be the cardstock. Sometimes cardstock is really really nasty, and it just, and the way you cut it, if you cut it across a grain or something, it's just not good. Okay, no. Yeah, it's the cardstock. That's okay. I'll live with it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Well, maybe. Let's put the other one back in. Near Houston, and it stormed last night. Yes, Julie, I'm going to stay here till 11. When Lisa gets all set up and ready to go, then at 11 I'll get off and she'll be on and ready, and then she'll go live at 11. So I have a little tub. There we go. This is extra little blades and things like that. Things like X-Acto blades. Why I have it in this package, I don't know, because that means it just doesn't go in the holder very well. Yep. There. That's better. Remove packaging and it goes in better. There. I woke up 2 or 3 times last night, which is not my favorite thing to have happen, but it happens. I have learned that if I wake up in the middle of the night, I might as well just stay awake. Sometimes I can go back to sleep, but most of the time, if I wake up, I'm awake. Okay, let's cut this one a little straighter. Oh, she's going to do her writing later then. Okay, well, that sounds good. Do you have to go to work today, Julie? This cardstock just doesn't cut real straight, so I'll just have to live with it. It's not a big deal. My water was working overtime as well. Probably too many teas last night. Yep. Yes, Linda. Oh, I forgot to turn the auto focus back off. That's why things are bouncing. I'm sorry. I turned it on so we could see Jacqueline's video. No work today. Yay, no work today. Maybe you get to art a little bit. Okay, so these might be that might be too big. I might have to look at it and see. No, it will fit. It will fit. We'll find some way to make it work. Okay, so I have 4 pockets that I can work on. I really like that cutter. I actually have 2 of them. I've had that one for, I don't know, probably 20 years, maybe longer. But the I was at a estate sale and found another one, so I have one in my RV box. The box I take of art supplies that goes in the RV. It means I don't have to remember to pack it all the time. I'm trying to get multiple things of those things I use all the time. I don't leave pens in my RV box because pens dry up too easy. So pens and paint I have to move off the table. But like certain things like I've got a couple of 1/4-inch hole punches, one here, one there. Things I use all the time other than expendable, like glue and paint, I don't like to leave in there because they dry out. Well, you know, Barbara, if you don't use them, we were talking earlier about Helen going through her decorative scissors and my never using them. I've used them on one project in the last, year or two. So it's hard to say. Okay, let's do this kind of a corner on this one. But if I don't start using things, I'm not going to keep them. Julie, I have so many unfinished projects that's why I decided I really, really, really needed um to do something different and get rid of them and accomplish getting finished with some of the unfinished ones. Now there's some things I'm never going to finish. I know that. I'm going to just round these corners with a little rounder. Make it I know I'm never going to finish a couple of things, and that's okay. I'm good with that. But they're projects I am abandoning, I guess, and it's all right to do that once in a while. But these are things I actually do want to finish. Well, yeah. I had to go in the laundry room a minute ago, and I thought I was going to freeze to death just going out there to get the things I needed to get. I think I'm going to do that same thing with this one. Do a scallop on the corner, and then this cardstock doesn't punch well either, so it's just the cardstock. It wasn't my cutter. Which is all right. I'm going to ink all the edges, so that's okay to, if they're not perfect, they'll look like they're torn, right? But the furnace is running quite hard today too, and usually it doesn't run that much. So it must be pretty chilly outside. We didn't get snow. Lisa said they got snow. So Jamie, Lisa should be sending you a message pretty soon here. There. Okay. We'll have to decorate these pockets before we put them on. And I might need some more. I don't know. That limiting to 3 colors thing. Helen was talking about Dee Dee's using this new color cube thing that some of the other artists are using. I saw it on Dee Dee's stream, but I haven't had a chance to watch Dee Dee. Apparently, it's like there's a website, I think it's called Seeds, where it generates a picture and then it has the color combinations that are in that picture. And Dee Dee's using it, and apparently there are other artists using it. It's kind of like a prompt for colors. Which should be interesting, I think. Okay. I do have a problem. I'm not happy with my cover. It's all right, but it's missing something. So I had an idea while I was in the other room. So I'll have to go see if I can find what I want in a little while, because I'm hoping I can finish this project up here pretty soon. I also decided, again, I've been doing them on the gel plate. So much fun. Three color combinations. Okay. It used to be 2 colors plus black, white, and a metallic. Okay, now it's 3 different colors. also decided against the color cube thing because you can pick any advertisement in any magazine and cut swatches out of it for a color prompt. Yes, Barbara. And like I said, there's an online thing. I used to grab it once in a while when beads got to be all the same color, when they started coming out of my torch out of the kiln all the same color. I have grabbed the online prompt or a magazine page or something to pull colors from to make beads. I've never actually done it for my art. So that's I need to check my phone because it just pinged. So I'll be just 1 second. It's probably Lisa, but I want to be sure. Yeah. Okay. I'll go in just a minute more, and we'll see you over at Lisa's. Oh, Barbara, you're here. Could you please put in Lisa's channel link? Could you put in a link to Lisa's channel just in case anybody here doesn't have her bookmarked for me? I'd appreciate it. Thanks, Barbara. Okay, in this envelope, there's a book. I took some pages out of this early America book. Oh, this is another thing I was going to put in this book. It is just a folded piece of paper. It's folded up like that and then like that. And I'm going to put it in this book as a pocket. So I'll have to decorate that. But I think I need to put hole reinforcers on it. So I'll have to make some hole reinforcers to put that in there. Here's where we're hopping next, Lisa's channel. So, and guys, why don't you go ahead and hop on over there since Barbara put the link in. I'll stay just a minute more and then I will hop over there with you. I took some pages out of this book already. It's got some really cool stuff in it. So I'm probably going to take another page out to do something. I don't know what. That's a cheese press. And these ladies are cooking. Maybe we'll use that. I kind of like that. Yeah, I liked the line drawings too. And so when we decided to do cooking, and there's so much recipes and cooking stuff in it, I decided it would be fun to use. So, okay, guys, let's hop on over to Lisa's. We'll see you at Lisa's house. Mercy gessoing on my cover. I don't know. I actually think I know what I want to do. I think what it is it's two-dimensional. So, yeah, I like the spoons too. Okay, guys, hop over to Lisa's. See you there. She isn't there yet. She'll go live in just a second. I probably got to get over there. She's probably waiting on me. So we'll see you over at Lisa's house.